The Noonan crime family have been targeted by Greater Manchester Police for 3 decades. Family crime boss Dominic is in jail after being arrested and accused of orchestrating the Manchester street riots. His son Bugsy, recently released after a spell in youth detention, is enjoying his freedom, but under pressure to fight for his father's release. Associates Cody the doorman, Steve the taxi driver, Essex Dave and Longshanks offer Bugsy their advice. In the shadows, the fixer pulls the strings on the outside. Welcome to the mad and dangerous world of the Noonans. From inside Manchester's Strangeways prison, crime boss Dominic Noonan is furious that the authorities have once again locked him up.
I've been arrested 4 times, revoked 4 times. They nicked me on a rape charge and proved beyond any doubt whatsoever it never happened. But I'm still being victimised. Some departments, I'm really annoyed that they're not doing what I'm asking them to do, because the only way to do anything is direct action rather than letter writing and all that.
We just done that for Strangeways, loads of us.
Direct action is like demonstrate on cranes, buildings, anything.
What, got in the cranes with the cameras?
And that way you got to get the publicity, then people start asking what's going on. So a lot of people don't realise this charge is being dropped against me.
Yeah. Right, well, I'll get into at the J's today.
There's certain people doing their bits. The main ones I really expected the support come from, it's not there. Tell Cody you better start getting the pressure on the Stockport lads to start climbing. That's the only way I get it.
Right, see that, Dad. Bye.
What's that about?
My dad would like me to do a protest tonight. Well, this week. But he would let me sort it out tonight.
It's a big ask for Bugsy to organise a protest to highlight the continued imprisonment of his dad, Dominic Noonan. Recognising that he can't carry this off on his own, he seeks advice from older heads. Taxi Steve, the fixer, and one of Dominic's oldest associates, Longshanks.
Now then, come on in.
Oh, Longshanks, you alright?
Alright, so how are you? How are you doing, sunshine? I'm essentially just wanting some advice on organising a march to highlight, I guess, his dad's incarceration.
And we posted the protest as well.
The protest? Where's that happening? What?
We've got to sort everything out first. We need to sort out the banners thing. We've just got to sort off arrangement somewhere.
Well, where are you going to have it? Do you know?
Mostly in town.
Manchester, outside Strangeways, or?
Nah, not yet. There was another one there, but not yet.
But it'll take some work. You know, you need to get your banners done. Officially, you probably have to approach the council, but they won't approve it anyway. So do it unofficially. That would be my advice. And then, you know, people want to make banners, tell them right on bed sheets. Serious. That's what a lot of people do. Bit of paint and a bed sheet, you know, you don't need to go out and get them printed. Do it cheap. In fact, from the last time Dad was locked up, and they had a little protest outside Strangeways. They had banners. I don't know who would have them. Of course, we've explained to him how we should go about it, you know. It's purely just a matter of organisational skills and offering assistance.
Dominic's demand for a protest comes as news to his driver, Steve.
I don't deal with that side of the stuff, the protest and that. Dominic has other people that organises that, and they just tell me where and when the events are. As far as I know at the minute, they are organising protests at various places in and around Manchester, fairly close to Strangeways prison, from what I believe. Whether the protests do any good or not, I don't know. Personally myself, I don't seem to think they do. Doing it that way isn't the way I would have done it.
So what does Dominic think of the protest plans? Bugsy arranges to brief his dad inside Strangeways prison.
We're at Strangeways, innit? We're here because I'm on a visit. Very soon to go and see Dad, so... Nah, I've not seen him since he's been in. This will be the first time, so... We sort of get in there now and see him get out and go home.
And what mood are you in? How do you feel about all this?
You used to have to bit, don't you? So it's the same thing.
But there's a problem. Bugsy is missing a vital identity document. There's no option but to go home and look for it.
It's only over there for me.
It's not, mate. It's like it's the Ashton side. There's no way. And then I've got to look for it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't get there in 10 minutes. I wouldn't look for it in 10 minutes. I wouldn't get back in 10 minutes. I doubt she'll be back in now, mate. I don't know where it is. Don't book it.
But time is not on Bugsy's side. He doesn't make it on time, and the prison visit is a failure. Dominic was originally jailed for a firearms offence several years ago. With good behaviour, he was released on parole.
Suppress justice!
However, since then, his licence was revoked and Noonan was sent back to jail. Dominic was seen and filmed on the streets of Manchester during the riots that struck the city in 2011. Hours later, he was arrested. From inside prison, Dominic denies the police charge that he stole the contents of a rucksack.
You don't even realise why the charge was brought in the first place. Because I got into a taxi with no rucksack. I got out of a taxi with no rucksack. Suddenly I'm charged with a rucksack.
The fixer, the anonymous shadowy figure who is Dominic's eyes and ears on the outside, takes on the planning of the protest.
Well, we're still rallying people together. We're hoping that different individuals will rally in their own areas, because it doesn't have to be outside one specific place. To bring the media into it, to give it more attention, so people won't think, oh, he's gone, he's dusted under for now, because he's not. I do believe he's a prisoner of conscience. I think that the riots themselves were disgusting. I'm disgusted by the riots. I think the police have jumped on that with Dominic. I really do. Oh, he's another one, throw him in.
Dominic's driver, Steve, supports the fixer's plan to anonymously brief the press about Noonan's continued imprisonment.
And do the demonstration through the papers. Approach the papers that have, you know, like The Sun, when the picture of the cab and everything was in it when they arrested Dominic. Maybe contact them and say to them, well, look, you know, since you did this, are you interested in the story that's happened since then? That's more personal, because people buy papers every day. Papers land on people's mats behind the door every day. And to me, you know, more people are going to hear about it than doing it from buildings and stuff like this.
The fixer assembles two of Dominic's foot soldiers, Cody the doorman and Essex Dave, as a two-man action committee. Their job is to make the protest happen.
Right, I've asked you to come today so we can discuss the protest that's coming up, see what your views are and what's up with it. What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I've seen what's come before and stuff like that, and it's all down to numbers, and obviously we need to plan it so it's well arranged and stuff, which obviously yourself's doing and stuff, but there's a lot of support for Dominic. Obviously we know he's an innocent man and stuff, and it's just down to how many people actually, from saying it, actually turn up and actually do it and show the support, because Dominic's done a lot for a lot of other people. He's helped a lot of people out and stuff, so it's their time to come out and to help Dominic.
While both Cody and Dave have considerable experience working with Dominic, neither man has ever organised a protest or any other public event.
Like, we're talking numbers and stuff like that. We need, obviously, we're contacting, obviously yourselves contacting media and stuff like that. We'll do things from our point of view. We can contact other people.
Yeah, he needs to find out. Who's that bloke from Granada knows, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to get on to him. Yeah, we need to
speak to him about getting him coming down there and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Sky News, bloody, we need banners. We've got the pictures. We need to get them blown up. We need banners. But we need it to be big. We want more than a handful of people. We want to try and make it bigger.
We need to bring it to the promotion on Facebook to say that's what we need people to come in.
Actually, you can make an event thing on Facebook where you can actually promote the thing, and it'll come up on people saying on all. If you you can send it to everyone on Dominic's like Facebook and stuff, so that people can get out there. People can think, bloody hell, I didn't know about it because I'm not on Facebook that much or whatever, and it'll pop up and they'll be like, oh bloody hell, that thing is today.
People on Dominic's Facebook constantly asking how he is. There is quite a lot. I mean, he's got them, as you know, all over the country, and they're all interested how he is. There is quite a lot of support. Dominic's mood is a bit up and down at the moment because I think he's been a bit let down by numerous people. But shall we say it's all in hand, everything's coming together nicely.
Back at Mandy's, it's feeding time.
Some nachos, some tortilla wraps, and some chili dip.
Dominic's son Bugsy, like his dad, has done time, having been convicted of car crime. His best friend Lewis has also been in prison. In fact, the two boys were behind bars together. They learned to cook in jail and now both have promised their families that they will go straight.
Lasagna, spaghetti bolognese, this, fish. But with that, you want like, it's all fucking frozen shit on it. Like, the mince was frozen. Fucking, the mushrooms frozen, the onions was, everything was frozen, innit? He's go in the freezer. Yeah. You get, man, you sit there with a knife, yeah, like this, yeah. You have to stab it. Just like, don't loosen it all up, because literally, you just get bags like that, yeah. And just pour it all into, what's it called, innit? And it's just into the freezer, like in shells, into the freezer, pour it all into the freezer. And just chop it up just to get it out.
And whenever you were cooking in prison, did you eat the food that you cooked as well?
Yeah. But you weren't allowed to take it back to your pads.
However, just weeks after Lewis's release, he's back in court facing burglary charges. His mother, Sheena, is not impressed.
Well, the police entered my premises with a search warrant, searched Lewis's room, took items and arrested Lewis, and said they arrested him on handling stolen goods.
Lewis is inside. What's happening today?
Hoping to get bail to be released.
And what do you think of the chances?
I'm not too sure right now. I'll have to wait and see when I get in the court, see what happens.
This is not the first time for Lewis, and he's potentially facing a prison sentence. How do you feel as a mum?
Angry, upset and disappointed. Let down. They could have tried harder to keep out of the system.
If you get to see him today, what will you say to him?
Just change your ways, change the way you do things, the way you see things. Grow up a bit. He's 18 now. He's a man, not a child.
Lewis was lucky. He escaped a prison sentence, though this time he really is on his last warning.
He's got a 6 weeks suspended sentence for 12 months, a 9-month probation order, a £45 fine, and that's it.
Do you think you were lucky not to go to jail?
Yeah, kind of, but would have been easy, but in a kind of way, but never know.
Sheena has thrown Lewis out of the house, and as a condition of his bail, Mandy has agreed to take him in as a lodger.
Surprised to let my bail because I wrote my letter last night to the solicitor of the court, saying that I've known Lewis for 15 years since the baby. I'm Amanda Ward, but he's like my son. I'll give him bail here. But I didn't think he'd get it. He's got it. So good.
Your home is Mandy's house.
I know it is.
Yeah, it is.
Meet me. Am I close there?
No, I'm going to bring him there in a minute.
Sweet.
Yeah, because that way you'll... Come on, that's it, we're done.
Triumphant and having escaped a prison term, Lewis returns to the estate.
fucking
Sign on,
on.
yeah, I know, I've got to sign on.
Pay me keep £20 a week,
Yeah.
£40 a fortnight off you, and you're going to pay your fine.
Yeah, well.
And I don't want you out of the house till fucking daft o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Weekend do what you fucking like, but in the week, not a chance. One out of flop, and you're out the fucking door.
So this is your new home for a little while, Lewis. What do you think of that?
Nice. Chilling. It's the right way, innit? Just chilling off, that's it.
And chilling.
Yeah. New house, new start, innit? Try and get a new start.
You got confirmation tomorrow?
Yeah.
Time.
10 o'clock.
I'll leave it up for it. And you go to go get your rapid claim. Start paying your fine.
Well, yeah.
Is he on bail for anything else?
No. That court thing, the police station, that's it.
When's he on that?
27th, aren't you, Lewis? 27th of this month.
Tell you what, Lewis.
What?
Police ain't gonna have you living here, you and Bugsy. Hey, partners in crime living together. Partners in crime living together.
An entirely different partnership can be found in a gym not far away in East Manchester. Cage fighter Lloyd is in training for an upcoming bout, and his close friend Cody has agreed to be his sparring partner, taking a break from organising Dominic's prison protest.
This is the way, and I'd get closer and closer to him.
Try to kiss me, that's what I say.
Well, I'm 48 hours away from the fight. Just last preparations, really. Getting my weight down. Obviously, I'm starting to get the pre-fight nerves now. So I get in there and get it over and done with. I'm fighting a guy called Sean Williams. Unbeaten as a pro. Obviously, he's a Bolton lad. I'm fighting in Bolton, so obviously he's going to have the crowd on his side. So I'm expecting to walk into a cauldron. As always, you know, I always carry big support to my fights. They always make themselves heard. Even Dominic, who's in prison at the moment, Strange Ways, has sent me a good luck message, which means a lot. So hopefully we get to see him sooner rather than later.
Forever in his corner is Cody, who can clearly handle himself in and outside of the ring.
For an armbar, just go as quick as you can for the armbar, go on.
Is Cody dangerous? I'm trying to say, put this in a way that's not too incriminating, but I've been in his presence before where fingers have gone missing, people have been slashed, police have turned up, there's been a lot of blood. I mean, me personally, I just like to use my fist. I'm not that way inclined to do stuff like that, but it must be his army background which sent him over the edge or something, but he's done some crazy shit, and I've been unfortunate enough to witness it and spew up after I've seen it. It's been that fucking bad. But yeah, not really someone you want to upset.
My real dad, from what I recall from what my mum said, disappeared when I was a few weeks old, possibly a few months old. Never have any recollection of him. My mum got with somebody else. She had a daughter with him. Then their relationship broke down. She met which is now my stepdad, who's literally my dad, as he's known. They had a daughter. To an extent, I was sort of pushed down the pecking order. I've always been a bit of a rebel. I've always been a bit of a jack the lad, and it's got me in trouble because my mum and my stepdad tried to bring me up they was quite strict. As I've got older, I've sort of used that fire that's been there from my childhood, which has actually got me in trouble with the authorities, with the assaults, with the other things that I've been arrested for and stuff like that. So it's definitely moulded me into the person I am today.
You bastard. Taste of their own medicine.
Oh, fuck
You're getting picked on by the geek from school.
It's Lloyd dangerous. I put it to you like this. With a man with he's got the heart of a lion, and if you put anyone in front of him, whether it's in a cage or whether it's on the streets, and you hurt him or you hurt his family, he will destroy you. Between us, we're capable of some pretty dangerous things, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care. At the end of the day, if somebody crosses you, you do what you've got to do to get back at them, whether that be... I mean, Lloyd's more, he'll fight with his fists and he'll deal with things that way, but at the same time, if it went further, he'd go further, and I go further before I even needed to.
Steve, Dominic's chief driver, checks on the crime boss's flat. While he's inside, Steve makes sure that Dominic's affairs are kept in order.
Well, here we are again. Dominic's flat. Last time I was here was a couple of weeks ago with Bugsy to pick up some clothes for him to take to his dad in prison. As far as I know, nobody's been in here. The door's not been broken like it was last time. I need to speak to Simon, Dominic's solicitor, later on today to find out what's going on, see if I can shed some light on what's the chances of him getting out, where we're up to with the lease on the flat and all the rest of it. I don't even know, at the minute, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know whether they're going to be letting him keep it, whether they're going to be taking it off him. Because obviously, if they're taking it off him, you know, we need to then make arrangements to sort out his stuff, moving it all out, storing it and all the rest of it. For the last few weeks, there's not been anybody here at all. The only person that's been here is Dominic's driver, a lad called Dave from Essex. He himself has post sent here, so he's called to pick up his post, make sure everything's all right, phone me and let me know that everything's all right. And we haven't had any problems.
Steve does right by his long-term friend and is proud to do his duty while the crime lord is inside. Dawn shortly after, and the police raid Mandy's house. Mandy, daughter Declan and Lewis are arrested. In a follow-up search, cannabis and amphetamines are discovered. Bugsy isn't home at the time and is angry at the family's arrest.
It's about 6:30 morning. Police come to my gaff, kick the door in, and arrested my mum, my sister, my mate. They searched the house. That's where it leaves me pissed off. I feel angry. Because my mum's in the police station over some little knobhead.
Fortunately, within 24 hours, all three have been released.
6:20 in the morning, we had a bang, bang, bang on the door. We're coming down the stairs to open the door. They wouldn't let us open the door, told us to move. As you can see, they put my door through. They've all come running through the door, ran up the stairs, pushed me and Declan at the side. Got you, didn't they? Threw him on the settee. And they got up, made us lot come down the stairs. And they just started searching all the bedrooms. We had to sit in the living room with the police. Brought the dogs in. We just got locked up. They just fucking trashed it. Why just bring the dog in the first place instead of fucking trashing out the house? They just trashed it. They weren't arsed. Bastards, man. No, because I've done nothing wrong. Why don't you just knock on the fucking door? When I said to them, coming to the door, but don't go near the door, move from the door. So I'd let them in anyway, but they just wanted to smash the door in, that's all they wanted to do. Because they raided Paul yesterday as well. Paul got raided as well yesterday. He's supposed to be the same as me, crack cocaine, heroin and weed. So they're busy days today. All for what? For nothing. I don't know where the charge sheet is.
Someone's grassed us up.
Someone's grassed us up saying I do coke. I do crack cocaine and I do fucking brown. I don't do that shit. I wouldn't even have it in my house. They're asking where Bugsy was anyway. Because they must have thought he's a dealer or something. That's what Bugsy wasn't here, he was away for a couple of days. But the reason why they arrested these, because they found the weed in the house and these were in the house. That's why they got arrested. But I said it's my weed, it's nothing to do with these. But it took them anyway, because there was weed in the house. Just asking what was the weed for. I said I sold a little bit and I smoked some. They found a bit of amphetamine, call it whiz. Just a little tiny bit in the bag. And that was it, a bit of weed. No further action. There for 15 hours, for nothing.
If you would have sent me back to court, I might have started worrying, but they didn't send me back to court, so there's no chance of a judge finding out. My probation officer will find out, but that's about it.
Lewis had been to court the day before, so he got bail at my house. And then yesterday, he got fucking nicked again, for nothing. Then he started gobbing it, so the police handcuffed him and threw him in the fucking back kitchen.
Declan, Mandy's daughter, examines the list of items confiscated by the police.
1 snap bag containing white powder, 4 small snap bags, 2 mobile SIMs, 1 Blackfoot Xylem bag, quantity of cannabis bush, roll of kitchen foil, 4 Vodafone SIM cards, and Samsung mobile phone.
One item on the police list is Declan's mobile phone, and she wants it back. An hour later, and it's not good news.
Didn't get it, I've got to go back on, well, no, they're going to send me a letter. So, just waiting now. Most of them won't even get it back, but sod it.
With family members being arrested and Dominic back in jail, the Noonans are really feeling the heat. Cody the doorman receives instructions from Dominic that a protest about his continued imprisonment has to happen, and happen now.
Yeah, well, I've got this picture here in front of me now, this Free Dominic Noonan thing. I've got it blown up and stuff like that. I'm going to get it knocked into a poster. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no worries, Dom, anyway, we're thinking of you, and we'll get them details to you and stuff for the VO. Yeah, no worries, stay safe, Dom. Love you, bro. Bye.
I think we should also throw this one in, because it is political, I do believe it is. And I think we should all wear, like, masks. Margaret Thatcher, Cameron, a few of the MPs that sit around him, dictating these laws, and emphasise that as well.
No, so next Monday, 2:30, outside the police station, get everyone together. Obviously, the media's going to be there anyway because it's the opening of the new Greater Manchester Police Headquarters and stuff down in Moston / Newton Heath. And yeah, we're gonna.
It's a shame we couldn't get a minibus or something, so I don't mind going to go pick everyone up.
Yeah.
But I've only got a small car, so really we need like a minibus or something, and then I'll drop everyone off there.
Oh yes, I've got a massive plan coming up, really big impact plan. Not in the too far of a distance. Yes, it'd be really good. I'm getting quite excited about it, actually. It should have a good impact.
So with the protest plan for outside the new Manchester Police HQ, will the planning committee get their act together? Will they make banners on time? And most of all, will anyone turn up? Expectations are high for the Free Dominic Noonan protest. Plans, though, to disrupt the opening of the new police headquarters go wrong when they turn up a week too early.
We're just here at the new Greater Manchester Police Headquarters. It's not actually open yet. It's due to open, we don't know when, soon. And we just turned up here today. It's a bit out of the way, to be honest. We wanted it to be a bit more central, but we've not organised it, so we turned up to show our spot for Dominic. Turned out, obviously, it's still early. We just got here, obviously, as time goes on, more people are going to turn up.
Even the fixer, the brains behind the event, couldn't turn up because she was ill.
She's got no way of getting down here. She told us she weren't coming. So
something's happened at home, she said.
Yeah, but she's already said to us she weren't coming.
The group, led by Cody and Bugsy, wait for the arrival of more supporters and the media.
Just here to show our spot for Dominic. He's an innocent man. He's been held without charges again. Another police harassment, another Noonan set-up.
In the end, though, the media never turned up. It seems that no one is too bothered about the protest.
What are you filming?
Nothing to do with you.
What interest they do get from the manager of the site is muted.
No, I'm the plant manager for the whole business plan, so I just come to find out what you're doing.
He's an innocent man. He's been held without charges again.
All right, okay.
We just got off from school. No, listen, at the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with her. I'm just standing here, mate.
Even the police are unconcerned about the presence of Noonan followers and associates on their soon-to-be police HQ.
It was a lot more expected, but people finishing work and like people finishing college and all sorts. And it's not like it's like some people don't drive, so just travelling up here.
Guys.
Cody is not amused.
No, we could have had signs saying beep and all this for support, mate. That police station's not even active, mate, and coppers are turning up, mate. All these people that have said, oh, I'm going to be there and all this crap, where the fuck are you? We're standing here freezing our bollocks off in the middle of November, supporting Dom, an innocent man, we're here with his lad, right? Where is everyone? Where is everyone?
All agree that the crime boss, Dominic Noonan, aka Mr. Look After Those That Look After You, would be mightily disappointed at the damp squib of a protest in his name.
The moral is we stick by him through thick and thin. We'll always be there for him and he knows that. But where is everyone? It's fucking shocking, it's disgusting.
Dominic changed his name from Noonan to Lachey while in prison. Incensed at the poor turnout, Cody has decided to change his name too by deed poll to match that of Dominic's. He will now be known as Dominic Lachey II.
Some people saying, oh, Dom might not like you changing your name to Dominic Lachey II, but if we got pulled in a car and I said, my name's Dominic Lachey II, Dom would laugh his ass off, because the police are going to think straight away that I'm lying to him and just giving the police the chase around and stuff would be funny, so, but yeah. Just done my own form of protest for Dominic, just changed my name to Dominic Lachey II. For those that don't know, Lachey II means look after those that look after you, fuck off those that fuck off you, the second, which is actually Dominic's legal binding name. Anyway, we're gonna fuck off, so see you later.
Back at Mandy's, Declan, a qualified hairdresser, offered Lewis's mom, Sheena, a beauty treatment.
No, she's not. Man, I'm gonna fucking skew it because I do my eyes up.
Chinky as it is. Come on, Sheena. This is the bit she hates.
I don't like this part, mate. What do I look like?
When I worked across the road, when I was in year 10, I done like study leave in the salon. And then college, like, I used to go to college every 6 weeks on Friday and then go in the salon, you know, twice a week. And I'd done that for 2 years in school, and then when I left, I carried it on. But then I went to college as well, full time, as well. That's September.
I've got 4 boys, 2 granddaughters, 1 granddaughter, sorry. Ages 22, 21, 18 and 11.
Sorry?
Tell me about Lewis as a child, what kind of a kid he was.
He was a brilliant child. He was, till I got to the age of 10. Then it started to go downhill. Tearaway child, that's the understatement.
Oh, it was just, me and Lewis were just so alive, weren't we?
Oh, of course.
We used to fight and everything, didn't we, play? We had some good memories and bad memories, do you know what I mean? But most of them good. Oh, we'll help anyone though.
Oh yeah, it's good. He'll do anything for you, but he's stupid, but he's easily led.
So Declan, how's it all come together?
Alright. It's not bad.
Yeah, his jobs are good, then.
Is that alright for you?
It's brilliant.
Alright.
Jobs are good, then.
So, Mandy, Queen of Withamshire, the boss of this house. Tell me all about Mandy.
Okay. Mandy, my mum, she's crazy, funny. She's my best friend, and she's just mad Mandy T from Withamshire. Everyone loves my mum, but no one would start because, do you know what I mean? Because she's friends with everyone around there. She'll do anything for anyone. Do you know what I mean? If you give her respect, then she'll respect you back. It's just how it works around there. Me and Bugsy, we're just a little shit, but like we clash. Do you know what I mean? Because I think there's so much alike, really, but because we've got the same circle of friends. Do you know what I mean? We've hung up, we've hung around with each other, like, do you know what I mean? Even though he's my brother, he's my friend as well.
In Bolton, Lloyd the cage fighter's big day has arrived. Tonight he faces the toughest test of his sporting life, a head-to-head bout with another fighter from the same area. The pundits feel that Lloyd might just have the edge, but this is no pushover. Bugsy, Cody and Essex Dave weigh in as supporters of Lloyd, promising to bring the crowd to life in his favour. His opponent has strong local support, but Lloyd feels that this could be his night.
Fight's here now, so I'm just going to get warmed up, get in there and get it done. I think I've spent like 2-3 months training up to this now, so it's nice just to get it out of the way, just get in there and do a job.
Lloyd's opponent, though, is equally confident.
Feels good. He's going to go down probably first, early second. That's it. Good luck to him.
Went down, first round, early second.
So with the warm-up fights out of the way, it's time for the main event. The fighters make their way into the ring. His confident opponent weighs in first. Lloyd, carrying the hopes of the Noonans, is deep in concentration. The teams of seconds attend to the cage as the fighters enter the ring. It's a tightly fought affair and there is no clear winner in the opening stages. But after less than 2 frantic minutes, Lloyd emerges as champion. True to the bookies' form book, Lloyd can call the night his own. His supporters, as ever, are there to share the triumph with their street brother. It's been a great night for Lloyd and his supporters. He plans to continue his cage fighting career and ultimately hopes for international recognition. About an hour's drive away, Jamie the actor is celebrating his birthday with a lavish business venture, a club night outside Leeds. This is an occasion that has been months in the planning. There's been advertising, social media announcements and word-of-mouth promotion. Bugsy has helped Jamie with much of the promotion for the event, and they need a big crowd to make the venture pay. If not, they'll both be out of pocket.
Tonight, Prestige, is where it's at. Me and Bugsy sorted it out. Been doing a lot of promotion for it and stuff like that. You know, it's going well, man. Expecting 750 people tonight, so it's all going good. Probably got about 150 people in there now, so it's starting to pile up. Get busy about midnight. Sent out 5,000 text messages, got Facebook, Twitter, Bebo. Got a good feedback on Facebook, probably got about 500-600 people. You know, 5,000 invites gone out, you know, it's going off tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot of work putting it together, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you know,
definitely, man.
Jamie was the man for that, though. So, I mean, I just sat on the Facebook, I had the easy part.
Bugsy also has reason to celebrate tonight. At the stroke of midnight, his prison probation licence runs out. So unless he offends again, he can't be returned to jail.
Come off my licence, because when you come out of prison, I had a 7-month licence, I've just come off that, and that's today.
So free champagne for Bugsy, yeah?
The tills are rolling, the music is good, and everyone's having a great time. It's a star-studded success, bigger and better than the organisers could ever have hoped for. For Jamie the actor, it's another triumph as he works his way up life's ladder. Not long ago, he played a small part in the Noonan crime firm. Today, he's finding success as an actor and as a club promoter. For Bugsy, the kid gangster, the future is still unwritten. He is deeply proud of the Noonan name, but the name is also a noose around his neck, as many will see him as Dominic's natural successor. Which path will Bugsy take? Only time will tell. Next time in At Home with the Noonans, Lewis, the young offender and Bugsy's buddy, is in more trouble with the law.
I know he's up to something, but I don't know what it is.
And this time it could mean jail. Dominic awaits news from probation about a possible release.
I'm not having all this fucking bollocks. I'm stitched up all the time.
And Bugsy continues to fight away the temptations of the street that threaten his freedom.
Joe, end up like your dad.
I don't want to be in jail. I do want to have a life.
It's never dull. At Home with the Noonans.
Do y'all wanna know how we're moving? Do y'all wanna roll with a hooligan? Do y'all wanna show all the movement? All I know is I'm at home with the Noonans. Do y'all wanna know how we're moving? Do y'all wanna roll with a hooligan? Do y'all wanna show all the movement? All I know is I'm at home with the Noonans.